Hey guys, this is just a quick video showing you MacBook Pro versus iMac versus iPad. It's for those of you who are thinking of buying either one. Um, this is a MacBook Pro 2012. It's only, 3 months old. The iMac is 2010. And well, you guys see there on the side there's some iPad. It's iPad first generation. Of course I'm gonna turn on the iPad. It's just it's always on anyways, so I'm not gonna really compare that, just a little bit. um, so here are the startup times. My iMac has 12 gigs of RAM. It's 3.2 gigahertz, I think, and it's a Core Duo. Now the MacBook Pro is an i5, 2.2 gigahertz with 16 gigs of RAM. So technically, and since it's way newer, it should be faster. It's 2 years older, the iMac. Let me just close that. So everything is still starting up. There were some things left open on my iMac and my MacBook Pro. I'm just checking for my mouse here. Okay, it's still starting up. It's recent that there's been some issues with my mouse and my iMac. It hasn't been syncing up too great. I think that just the battery's kind of low. Anyways, while that's syncing up, you guys just saw how fast they start up. It's not a huge difference in fastness, but from my experience so far, okay, just a little bit about the iMac here. Damn, still not taking it. Okay. Anyways, my iMac has a terabyte of space, hard drive, and it's pretty much almost filled up. I only have a couple of gigs left, so technically it should be slower. Also because it's not an i5, it's a Core Duo. Alright, so technically it should be slower. They both have iOS Leopard line, sorry, on them. Not the latest one, not the Mountain Lion. I won't be putting that in till it's nice, it's working well. Alright, I'm just gonna show you guys quickly about this Mac more. Okay, so like I said, it's a 2.2 gigahertz. Gonna plug it. It's a 15-inch. Okay. 15-inch. The storage, as you will see, we've got a lot of space free here. We have 300. Like, I haven't filled this up at all. As you can see right here, on memory you're gonna see I have two 8 gigs, so that's a 16 gig RAM installed right there. It's an i7. Oh, I said i5, sorry about that. I meant i7. So it's supposed to be really good. Except I found out that my iMac is still faster than this. Okay, so basically, my iMac should be actually a lot slower. And I'll just show you guys right here my information. Now, from what I see, the gigahertz make a huge difference on this. Alright, here it is. 12 gigs, 3.06 gigahertz, Core Duo, 12 gigs. My display is a 27-inch, storage You guys are gonna see it's almost filled up. I only have 4 gigs left. I actually have to get rid of some stuff. Um, so all this plays out on that it should be a lot slower. Once you have your hard drive almost full, it tends to go a lot slower. However, it's not, as you saw, the startup's just fine. I'm just gonna see that all my apps are closed. See right here, I have Adobe, the Master Collection CS6 on both. So I'm just gonna open that up right here and right here. So I opened that one up first. You saw it by a couple of seconds. So it was much faster here. And then it came up there, although I opened that one first. Alright. So we're just gonna open up another one. Let's just take a look at all of them. Thinking opening up Illustrator. Same thing here. Oh, you know what? Let's open up Final Cut, guys. We'll try to do it at the same time. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, this one's bouncing, this one's not bouncing. I'm not sure if it's gonna open up here. Okay, it is opening up. Anyways, then you'll see the difference. Obviously my display, you'll see a major difference on your iMac. It's way better than MacBook Pro, unless you get the new MacBook Pro, what's it called, the Retina display. That will be obviously better. However, you can't upgrade pretty much anything there. It's just like a big MacBook Air, so I wouldn't get it because of those reasons. So there, the timing for this was pretty much almost the same. Well, you guys saw it. Just close that up. I'm gonna close Photoshop again. Photoshop here. And we're just gonna reopen them once again. Try to do it at the same time. So there we go. They actually did open up at the same time. So there you go. Just gonna close that, and we're gonna open up Safari. Try to do it at the same time. Okay, well, around there, right? Well, like I said, in my experience, I'm actually way more satisfied with my iMac than with my MacBook Pro. I was expecting more out of it. Since it's newer, I'm expecting it actually to be faster than my iMac, not slower or same speed. And it's pretty much slower or the same speed a lot of times. So I'm pretty disappointed there. So if you guys are looking towards an iMac or MacBook Pro and you don't need to carry it around, go for the iMac. It's way better. I would go for a 27-inch, especially for designers, or if you like to edit photographs, make videos, or you like to do a lot of things at the same time. It's really nice to have a 27-inch. For example, you could open up Safari, have your Photoshop running. So you could put this half of your screen right there. Now be working on your project right there, and then the other half of your screen just watching a movie or having some references there. And it depends. I always put movies on and then I just work on my projects on the other half of my screen, or have references, have various stuff right there on my iMac. I had to buy a MacBook Pro because I needed something to to take over to my clients and show them stuff. Same thing with iPads. Basically, if you're really doubting whether to buy an iPad, MacBook Pro, or iMac, pretty much go for the MacBook Pro if you want to carry out something and you want to work on Photoshop. You cannot put Photoshop or any of those things on your iPad. iPad's basically for you guys that like to read. a lot of stuff. That's what I use it for. Obviously, I also have an iPhone. I'm recording this with the iPhone 4S, and I just use that for my emails and everything like that. Obviously, here it's better for your eyes, for your emails, especially if you're comparing this to a netbook. It's this is much better for your eyes than a really small netbook. Although it's around the same size. Now you do have stuff for office here, such as Pages or Docs to go, so you can create text and everything. So if you don't really need Photoshop or anything like that, this might be a good option for you. They are quite expensive. I would maybe get a second-hand one, or just when you go some special or anything like that. Once again, this is the iPad 1, so it is a little bit slower than the other ones, and the display isn't as good as the other ones. You do see the difference right there. I'm just gonna put up something right there so you guys can see how slow it is. Once again, this is the iPad 1, so it's not as fast. It's a 64 gig. I have 32 gigs filled up on it. I put movies on it, watch Netflix and everything on it. That's how documents look like. Your keyboard looks like. It'll come up in a second like that on it, so it's fairly decent if you compare it to a keyboard. It's almost the same size. But yeah, I mean, you can hook up a keyboard to this. You can get one in eBay for $30. So you might be going for something like this. If you're looking for power, something that will stand a long time, you don't really need it to carry it around with you. I would go for the iMac definitely. Even an older model, I would go for that instead of a newer MacBook Pro. I actually would like to sell this and get a better one. It's not as fast as I need it to be, so but it's alright. It gets the job done for now. So that's the comparison between these guys right here. If you're still doubting it, if you have any questions, just send me a comment. If you'd like me to do a video of speed test more into these things, just once again subscribe to my channel, send me a comment, email, and please rate.